If you're experiencing bad breath or you know someone that is experiencing bad breath, this video is for you. Bad breath can be very embarrassing and you don't want that. I know a lot of people that have lost friendships, good relationships because of bad breath. So you will want to stay with me because in this video I will tell you the 4 major causes of bad breath and their solutions. Are you with me? Alright. Alright, let's talk about the 4 major causes of bad breath and their solutions. Number 1, poor oral hygiene. Number 2, tonsil stones. Number 3, clogged and dirty respiratory tract. And number 4, stomach ulcer. Now let's take it from the top. Number 1 is poor oral hygiene. What's poor oral hygiene? Poor oral hygiene simply means the way you take care of your mouth, Now, what is the solution? The solution is, most times we brush our teeth once in a day, but according to the dental instruction, you are supposed to brush your teeth at least twice. You can brush more than twice. In fact, you are supposed to brush after every meal, but let's say twice a day, in the morning and at night. But now let me tell you why people get it all wrong. You don't brush your teeth before meal. You brush your teeth after every meal. I hope you got that. You brush your teeth after every meal and not before the meal. I know somebody is saying, oh, ick. Yes, that's because you were raised to brush your teeth before meal, but that's the wrong way to do it. You brush your teeth after every meal. Now let me explain why it's wrong to brush before meal. Brushing your teeth before meal is like waking up in the morning, having your bath before you go to the gym, you work out, dress up, and you go to work. How does it feel? You are sweaty, all sticky, and all smelly, right? That's the same thing that happens when you brush your teeth before meal. So how do you do it? You wake up, you hit the gym, you sweat. When you are done with working out, you go home, or maybe in the gym there they have a restroom, you have your bath and you dress up. That's the right way. So you brush after meal, not before meal. So first thing in the morning, you eat your food, brush before you step out. When you come back home after dinner, you brush before you go to bed. So that's the way you should do it. So you brush after and not before meal. The next way to take care of your oral hygiene is flossing, dental floss. The reason why dental floss is very important is because when you brush, the bristle of your toothbrush is not sometimes hard enough to pass through, the lining in between your teeth. So the dental floss is what will help you to remove the hard particles like meat, fish, and some other hard food that is stuck in between your teeth. So you floss, you remove those particles, because if you don't remove those particles, even after brushing your teeth, those particles will stay there and start to decompose. And when they decompose, they start to give you that foul smell. So you must floss your teeth after meal. Alright, and the next is brushing your tongue. Brush your tongue because the germs that cause bad breath, they always reside on your tongue. And if your tongue is dirty, you have food particles, you don't brush it, the germs there will feast on that food and cause it to decay and you start having bad breath. So brush your teeth. Then finally, about oral hygiene, anytime you brush your teeth, please don't use water to rinse your mouth. No, don't do that. I know I told somebody this and the person was like, I should not rinse my mouth with water. I said, yes, don't rinse your mouth with water. When I was a child growing up, even when I became an adult, I was still doing it. But I now discover, okay, Somebody said to me, don't rinse your mouth after brushing. I say, why? The person said, okay, let me tell you. Rinsing your mouth after brushing is like rubbing a sunscreen. You know sunscreen to protect your skin from sunburn. You use a sunscreen, then you go have your bath and wash the sunscreen off. Or you use your lotion. When do you apply your lotion? After you have your bath, right? Not before you have your bath. So rinsing your mouth is like applying lotion on your body and going to have your bath. Now the reason is because the toothpaste have active ingredients that are supposed to keep your breath fresh and also protect your teeth. You understand, from plaques and tatters and all that. So if you finish brushing and you rinse your mouth, put water, rinse your mouth and pour it out, you are pouring out the active ingredients that are supposed to protect your mouth. So what do? You try to spit out the excess paste. Spit it out. For oral hygiene, brush your teeth twice a day, at least twice a day, after every meal, not before meal. Use your dental floss. Try to scrape your tongue, remove it of dirt. Then do not rinse your mouth after you brush. Yes, that's for oral hygiene. So the next is tonsil stones. What are tonsil stones? Tonsil stones are actually bacterial infection, inside your mouth, close to your throat area. We have what they call tonsils. Tonsils is where your saliva is generated and the saliva comes to your mouth. The saliva acts like a lubricant where it lubricates your mouth, because if your mouth is dry, it will give room for the bad bacteria to multiply and cause bad breath. So that's why most times they tell you to drink water, just like I did. So your mouth is supposed to be lubricated by your saliva, but tonsil stones is a bacterial infection that causes the growth of the stones, whitish like this. So those stones will block your tonsils. Once they block your tonsils, you cannot generate saliva, and when you can't generate saliva, your mouth will not be lubricated. So if you notice that you always have dryness in your mouth, then you should go see your doctor, go see your dentist. Let them check for tonsil stones. If it's tonsil stones, all they need to do is to remove the tonsil stones. When they remove the tonsil stones, they will now give you medications that will help stop the infection from coming back. So you treat your tonsil stones effect and you start having enough saliva that will get your mouth, then your bad breath will stop. Then the next one is clogged and dirty respiratory tract. Most times we eat certain kind of food, take some kind of herbal tea, and all that. So they pass through our respiratory tract, they will stay there, then start decomposing. Then after decomposing, the smell will start coming out from your mouth. So you find out that you are brushing your mouth regularly. You don't have tonsil stones, but you still experience bad breath. It will be a result of clogged and dirty respiratory tract. So what do? You boil up water a bit, heat it a bit, put some salt in it, and you put it in your mouth, gargle and allow it to pass through here. You repeat it, do it daily, and it will clear the dirt that is clogged in your respiratory tract. Then you do it frequently and you'll be fine. Then finally is stomach ulcer. Maybe gastric or peptic ulcer can cause bad breath. Why? Because the effect is coming from your stomach. So you notice that you take care of your oral hygiene very well. Your oral hygiene is on point. You don't have tonsil stones. You know that your respiratory tract is not, clogged, but you always experience bad breath. That means it's coming from your stomach. You have stomach ulcer. So what's the solution? Go see your doctor. Start treatment. If you start treating the ulcer and the sore heals, there is a possibility for you to stop experiencing bad breath, because like gastric ulcer, when you belch, the gas comes from there to your mouth, and it's not nice. It's not nice at all. So if you check all of this, I assure you that your bad breath will disappear. If this four is not your problem, then I reassure you there is a spiritual problem. You need to see your pastor. But if you do this, you'll get 120%, assurance. You can talk in public, and be confident, Then let me give you a home solution. There are some things you have in your homes that you don't know. There's one natural seed that can help you take care of any of this bad breath, any one, and that is cloves. Look for cloves. They sell it everywhere. It's common. It's not cheap. It's expensive. It's not expensive. I mean, you can buy it, have it in your house. Just chew it. Maybe every morning, evening, just chew like 2-3 cloves. Chew it, freshen your breath, and it will kill every bacteria that causes bad breath. So I believe this is helpful. If it is, please drop a like, drop a comment, share this video to someone that needs it. If you have a friend that's experiencing bad breath, please share it to them so they can learn and follow these steps, and they will get their solution. So I'll see you in the next episode. I have a lot to tell you. Until then, my name is Rich Rob, and this is the Creator's Desk. Cheers.
Don't stop, let me. Don't stop.